Hola chicos y chicas, ¿cómo están? Yo soy David, su profesor de español. Empecemos con nuestra preparación para esta semana. Entonces, primer ejercicio, vamos a repasar. First, we are going to review. ¿Ok? Un poco de gramática. Estas son unas preguntas, these are some questions, muy importantes, very important. ¿A qué te dedicas? So, a is what. To what do you dedicate yourself to? It's a nice way to say, what do you do? So in Spanish, we don't say, ¿qué haces? ¿Qué haces is a literal translation, so that's why it's important not to translate literally. Because what do you do is, ¿qué haces? ¿Qué haces? But ¿qué haces is more like, what things do you do? What actions do you do? That doesn't mean, in Spanish, doesn't mean what is your job or what is your what do you do for work or for your life? In Spanish say, ¿a qué te dedicas? Repitan, ¿a qué te dedicas? Pregunta número 2, ¿cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo? So, another thing here, people say, ¿cuál es tu nombre? That's a little translation of what is your name. In Spanish, we don't say, what is your name? We say, how, ¿cómo te llamas? How do you call yourself? Llamar. So, llamar is the infinitive. Llamar is the infinitive. Llamas is how do you call yourself. Tú te llamas. ¿Cómo te llamas? Ok, 3, ¿de dónde eres? Where are you from? De is from. From where you are. ¿De dónde eres? ¿Dónde vives? Where do you live? So this is of or from where you are, and this is just where live you, where you live. Okay, ¿dónde vives? ¿Dónde trabajas? Where do you work? ¿Y cuál? ¿Cuál es which? ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? What is your telephone number? Okay, so we're going to practice these in class. Okay, and then you can do these exercises. Ustedes pueden hacer este ejercicio. Okay, so try to do this without checking. Okay, ¿qué? What? ¿Dónde? ¿Cómo is how? ¿Cuál is which? So look at these questions and see if you can figure out which word goes here. Okay, so we'll check this in class, but you can do this. Okay, so I'm not going to give you the answers now. Okay, and this will be a good practice. Okay, también tenemos un texto. Okay, so you can read this text. Sí, vamos a leer este texto juntos. We will learn this text here. Nosotros utilizamos, we use always tú, but we have to also remember that for people that we don't know, it's usted. Okay, and ustedes is for, like y'all. Okay, entonces leamos un poco. Saludos. En español, en Spanish, podemos hablar, we can speak, en estilo formal o informal, in a formal or informal style. Estilo is style. En estilo formal, in formal style, we use usted y ustedes. In English, we don't have a formal you, but this is formal you singular, one. Ustedes is y'all, okay? Para hablar, to speak, para hablar con personas desconocidas, so unknown. Desconocidas is unknown. Personas desconocidas de mayor edad, so a greater age, o superiores en el trabajo, or superiors at work. Un jefe, a boss, a chief. Un profesor, a teacher. Un médico, a doctor. Okay, so if they're superior in rank, or if they're pretty much, if you need to speak to them with respect, you use usted. También, also, en estilo formal, in formal style, we use las fórmulas señor. We use expressions of the formulas señor y señora. So the Mr. and Mrs. Con el apellido, with the last name. Apellido is last name. Señor Pérez. En estilo informal, in the informal style, we use the name, el nombre, y es muy habitual decir, and it's very habitual, it's very normal to say, hola, para saludar, to say hello, y hasta luego, see you later, to say goodbye. Pero también decimos adiós. We can also say adiós, hasta mañana, till tomorrow, or hasta pronto, till soon. En estilo formal e informal, in formal and informal style, es normal. So here, let's just look at this, So this is interesting because typically and is y. If you want to say and, it's y. But here, it would sound weird if you say y informal. If you had this, the y here, there would be like a double y informal. And that sounds like you're stuttering. In Spanish, we don't like things that sound weird. So instead of having a double e sound, y informal, we change the y to a letra e informal. En estilo formal e informal, informal and informal, es normal saludar. It's normal to say hello. Also, también con buenos días. Good morning. Por la mañana, in the morning. Buenas tardes, por la tarde. Y buenas noches, por la noche. Good night, in the evening. Okay, so see if you can read this by yourself and in your own time and see if you can understand the gist. Okay, so it's important to practice your reading. Okay, and okay. Entonces, marca la forma adecuada. You can do this exercise. Hablo con un camarero. So when you speak to a waiter, which one would you use? Tú or usted? Hablo con mi profesor. I speak with my teacher. Do you use usted or tú? Okay, so do this exercise. Okay, so you'll get this PDF. So do this exercise in your own time. Okay, relaciona means connect. Okay, so kind of the question and the answer. So what is the question? Here, esta es la primera parte número 1. Okay, hola, ¿qué tal? Okay, so what will be the answer? Okay, bien, ¿y tú? ¿Qué tal? Maybe this one. Okay, bien, ¿qué tal? Is how are you? So you want to answer, bien. Okay, ¿y tú? ¿Qué tal? Okay, good. Okay, this one wouldn't be possible because it's usted. Okay, so it would be a little bit more formal. Usted. Okay, so see if you can, this is all review for you just to keep all this fresh. Okay, this is what we did last time. Hicimos esto la última clase. Lo importante, the important thing here is to remember here the times. En punto is a clock. Y media is and a half. Y cuarto and a quarter. Menos cuarto minus a quarter. Okay, so, you know, we did it together, so I'm not going to go over all the details, but go over this right here to see, to learn the times. Okay, so if it's, for example, here, if it's 12:25, las 12:25, 12 and 25. Now, si son, por ejemplo, las 12:45, you can say 12:45, 12:45, but typically es la una menos cuarto. Okay, so here it's 1 minus a quarter because 1 is the next hour. It's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock minus a quarter of an hour, which is 15 minutes. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, so comidas, the meals, desayunar, have breakfast, comer, have lunch, cenar, have dinner. Okay, you're going to talk about this en Estados Unidos, en Texas. Okay, abren is open. Abren por la mañana, in the morning. Cierran, they close. Por la tarde, por la noche. Las discotecas abren, they open. Cierran. Okay, so just remember this. Open, and close. Abren y cierran. Okay, you can go over this, review these right here. We might go through all of these y vamos a comparar. We will compare these sentences with your country. Okay, por ejemplo, okay, en Noruega comen a las 5. In Norway, they eat at 5. A las 5 de la tarde, 5 in the afternoon. Y en mi país también, and in my country also. So you'll speak about your country, and you'll compare these right here to your country. ¿Entendido? Understand? Okay. Y ahora el contenido nuevo, the new content. Okay, we're going to talk about daily activities, daily tasks. Okay. Entonces, vamos a aprender. Carlos y Ana se casan. Carlos and Anna get married. Okay, so la letra D. Now here you'll match them yourselves. Roberto se afeita todos los días. So Robert shaves, afeitar is shave, himself. Se afeita todos los días. He shaves every day. ¿Qué letra es? What letter is it? Rosa se levanta. Rosa gets up a las 7 at 7. Mercedes se baña. Mercedes is the name. She takes a bath. Mercedes takes a bath. José se ducha. So José showers himself. In Spanish we say se, which is himself. Se ducha. Mis vecinos se acuestan temprano. So here, se acuestan is a new verb. It means they go to sleep or they go to bed. Okay? Se acuestan. That means they go to bed. Okay? Entonces son las fotos. Okay? Entonces ahora, temprano y tarde. Okay? Aquí vamos a aprender los días de la semana. Los lunes. Okay, so these are the days of the week. Just to review. Lunes, Monday. Lunes. Martes, Tuesday. Miércoles, Wednesday. Jueves, Thursday. Viernes, Friday. Fin de semana, weekend. Sábado. Actually, accent. Sábado. Y domingo. Domingo, Sunday. Okay, and no need to capitalize. Here you don't capitalize the days of the week. Okay, los lunes. In English, you capitalize. In Spanish, you don't. Okay, so here we're going to speak. Temprano y tarde. Los lunes me levanto muy temprano. On Mondays, I get up very early. Temprano is early. A las 6 de la mañana, at 6 in the morning. Y los domingos, and on Sundays, los domingos me levanto, I get up. On Sundays, I get up muy tarde, very late. So here, temprano is early, tarde is late. A las 11 o las 12. 11 or 12, so we're going to practice numbers. Temprano, early, tarde, late. And the days of the week, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. So make sure you memorize those, okay? You can go back in the video to find them and write them down and memorize. Responde, respond. ¿A qué hora te levantas? What time do you get up? ¿A qué hora te acuestas? What time do you go to bed? All right, so now la gramática, grammar time. Okay, so these are the reflexive verbs, verbos reflexivos. So they are reflexive because they reflect. Okay, so for example, in English, it's myself. I'm going to make myself a shake, okay, a juice, you know. So that means I do the action and it comes back to me. I do it and it comes back to me. So in Spanish, it's actually easier than in English because you just put this before the verb. Yo me levanto. Okay, so let's remember the yo is always o. O. Levanto, let's get up. acostarse, yo me acuesto, I go to bed. Yo me acuesto, yo me levanto. I go to sleep, I get up. Tú, and then the reflexive pronoun is te. Te levantas, okay? So remember, has is for tú, has, tú hablas, tú descansas, tú caminas, tú cantas, okay? For él, ella, and usted, he, she, and you formal is se. Se. And it's always the same. And levanta, acuesta. Okay? Él habla español. Ella está en casa. So you see, it's the same endings. Nosotros, nosotras, nos. Nos levantamos, amos, nos acostamos. We get ourselves up. We go to sleep, or we get ourselves to sleep. That's a little translation, but in English, we just say we go to bed. We get up. Okay, it's much easier in English. Spanish, we just have to learn this extra, adverb here. Vosotros, vosotras, os levantáis, os acostáis. Okay, remember, vosotros is mostly in Spain. In Latin America, it's ustedes. Okay, so ellos it's the same one as here. Se levantan, ellos se acuestan, ellas se levantan, ellas se acuestan. Okay, and then see if you can do this exercise, before. We'll also check our answers in class. Okay, we'll check these. But if you want to be prepared, you can do it beforehand. If not, you can figure it out in class. Okay, chicos y chicas, excelente. Muy bien. So, entonces, en clase, nos vemos en clase. I'll see you in class. We'll review all of these things. Vamos a practicar. We will practice so that you can talk about your daily routine, review a little bit the times of the day, the actions in the day, having breakfast, having dinner, having lunch, abrir y cerrar, open and close, and also the basic stuff, basic questions that we still need to review because, sometimes we forget the basic stuff. Where are you from? We forget that. What do you do? Sometimes we forget that. So it's important to always, a lot of students, they want always new content. Yeah, new content is great. We always get new content, but it's also important to review the old content, the basic content, because then we do new, and you forget the old, and, and then when you want to have a conversation, you forget some of the basic stuff. Okay, so this is why we always do a little bit of review, the basic stuff, and then we build on it. But all of you are doing a great job. You're learning very quickly, so keep studying. And I can already see results, and I'm sure you can as well. And the results will definitely, you'll see them. Okay, great. So I'll see you in class, everyone. I'll see you in Zoom. Have a great time studying. Hasta luego. Hasta luego.